Okay. All right. There's something fascinating about this second card in November. Just saying, I can feel it. This whole side over here is going to be, and it always is in tarot. You know, the tarot cards. We like them because they give us a picture of our life and what is going on in our life. And interesting. Okay, I wanted to turn these second two over, and I don't usually do that, but all right. Some major arcanas in November. Okay, so I'm looking at the last 2 weeks in October, and I do apologize for continuing to say the first because they're the last 2 weeks in October. You know, you may want to look at the first 2 weeks. Maybe that is, because I keep saying that, maybe that is an indication of how your life is flowing or not flowing. What changes, what changes to make. What addendums in your life to make. Okay? But I do love this Ace of Swords. This is blessings of victory and opportunity from the universe. Decision making. A new idea. This could be just something that you've been working on, you've wanted to do for a long time, is coming into fruition, and you have a way now to make that happen. You're starting to see plans implemented months and months ago that are actually coming out of the cave, out of the darkness, and into the light. Because I see here too that you're also working hard. You're putting the agenda together. So it's gone from the thought process to now the working, the hands-on. And this doesn't matter if you're a laborer or you're the president of a company or anywhere in between, or you're a magician. I'm just saying you have the implementation of ideas that's coming from victory and success of saying, I'm ready now. This is my time to shine. I'm going to do it. And because I'm looking at these last two cards, I do want to see what the transition card is. Nice, Aquarius. Liking this for you guys. And I don't know if you were the sign last month from the mid-September to mid-October. It was either you or Scorpio. I was like, oh man, these cards are not that great, and how can I make this better? But you know, life isn't always peaches and cream, is it? We have to see some thunder and rain and lightning to see the blue sky. So we have to see the downs to see the ups. We're in the school of life here. It's not always amazing. But we do have the transition card as the Page of Wands. And this page brings news of creativity and passion, and you're excited. I just feel like this is around your work. I think some of you are really starting to get in the groove of things again. It's not like it left you, but it was definitely on hold, or felt like it was pushed down for some reason, or like things weren't moving as fast as you wanted to. I feel like there's a new opportunity. Someone may come to you that enjoys what you're doing and wants to work with you. Or that you're getting ideas from someone. They're helping you formulate, let's just say, a class, a talk, a presentation, a business. You're birthing of something new. You're birthing of a new activity. You're possibly birthing a new baby, but I'm just saying, with this Ace of Swords with new ideas, and you're putting work into it, you're amping up your your creativity and your message in life and who you are. I think you're feeling pretty good about yourself these last 2 weeks of October. Then we bring in these first 2 weeks of November, and this page is saying, yeah, I'm so passionate, man. I want to control my destiny now. This magician controls his destiny. He's ready to make things happen. He or she. Remember, these cards are not gender specific. So this person has the cup, which is for emotions, the pentacle for taking care of body and finances, the sword for being mindful, and the wand for passion. So you're controlling this destiny. You also have the Hierophant card here. So you have 2 major arcana cards starting off November. I knew this was going to get interesting. They're both cloaked in red and white. This one more red, seems like more powerful. So as you're doing this and you have the infinity sign above you, you're also going to get the feeling, possibly, this could come in 2 different ways, but the feeling of, okay, no, wait a minute. Someone's, either yourself or society or a social structure, if you go to a church or you're in a spiritual group, or you're just getting the messages of, wait a minute, you need a little bit more information. You need a little bit more massaging it, learning. But this is a good card to come up, because you're creating. And how are you going to create if you can create from using this wand and holding it to the sky and receiving messages. And you're also going to receive messages from those here on earth, as well as maybe this represents your spirit guide or your guardian angel. I feel like more of a spirit guide. I'm just saying. So there's some structure that comes from, once you get these messages and you have this passion, there's going to be structure. And that's good, because when you formulate, you're going to need to use both the right brain and the left brain. Okay, now how can I implement this into success, abundance? The Hierophant card. The Hierophant card. Which sign does this represent? Which sign does the Hierophant card represent? Hold on, you guys. I want to take a look at this. I'm sure some of you are probably not screaming at me, but going, I know. I'll see if it's also looking at, morals, conformity. So you may need to conform to some new ways of thinking. Let's see. I know this card represents one of the signs, and I was hoping to look this up. But I was saying, when I saw this card face down, when it was like this, I said, this seems to me to be an important and interesting card for you guys. I feel like all this is great, and I feel like this is the preface to it all. This is going to be how you learn. It's symbolic of the teachings of mystery schools. So that's interesting too. So there may be some duality in interpreting this card. It may be social structure, but it also may be mysterious and mystique. And I'm telling you, Jupiter is going into, I'm not telling you, you know this already. Jupiter just left the sign of Libra on the 10th. That was yesterday. And has now moved into the sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio is all about mysticism. Scorpio's watery. Scorpio represents hidden agendas. So, and they're not always bad, but there's going to be a lot of change in this next year, both for Scorpios, but for everyone, because Jupiter expands. So Jupiter's going to expand the unseen, the magical, the mysticism. I feel like this is important for you guys, Aquarius. You're going to be more open to things than you have been. New ideas, new formats, the unusual. All right, so let me look into my crystal for a moment and see if there's anything else for Aquarius for mid-October. Lots of green. Lots of green. Interesting. It's a little bit lighter green than the heart chakra, but I do feel like it is owning your place in the world. I'm seeing five people or 5 opportunities. You may be part of an organization or part of a group of people where you all just get along great. There's a lot of interaction, tit for tat, maybe some comic relief when you're around these people. There are maybe also a lot of social or metaphysical awareness. I also, interesting, just got something on the flip side of what I've been feeling was so positive. I'm seeing police lights. So you guys just drive carefully. Don't speed. When you're going through school zones, slow down. And I saw these police lights at night. So just be careful. It doesn't have to be at night. I mean, school zones, of course, are during the day. But I'm just saying that drive carefully, drive safely. I'm not saying there's going to be a bad accident. I'm just saying you want to avoid getting tickets, right? We always want to avoid seeing those. Well, here in these states, they're red and blue. It's a terrible feeling. Fortunately, it hasn't happened for me in a long time, but it's an awful feeling. So be safe, be careful. Okay, I do see, and that's just a minor little thing. Just make sure that you watch your driving. Stay safe. Give people other space. Stay behind them. Here in Austin, they put up the along the freeways these LED lights, and they say things like "Be kind to your driving neighbor." Don't stay far enough away. Don't rear end them. Don't be so close that if they stop, that you'd be right on their tail. Okay, so with all that being said, I still feel like I'm very, very possibly positive for some of you guys. Now, this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if these messages, for some reason, do not resonate with you, but you may want to wait until, to me, this feels like this unfolds. So you may want to watch this again towards at the end of the first week of November and see if this is starting to resonate for you. All right. But if it's not, watch always your moon and your rising anyway. Okay, my friends, I'm going to add up the numbers. We have 1, and 8 is 9, 10, 11, and 5. 11 and 5 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. And 7 is about... It's about the hidden mysteries of life. People with 7 life paths, or you're born on the 7, you're very much the type of person who wants to know why, or the 25th, or the 16th, which is what this adds up to. So I'm interested, Aquarius, in your comments below. So please leave comments for me. I love them. I read every single one of them. And I try to get to as many as possible. So please, if you have time, please do that. And be sure to like and subscribe. It's interesting, 16 in the major arcana cards is the Tower card. And the Tower card is sudden changes, quick change, shocking changes. This may also be what this is, you're needing this structure for. It's most often related to an external change, like to a job, a residence, a paradigm. It sometimes is a direct challenge to our perceptions and beliefs. But it can be a shot in the arm for a revelation. And I'm telling you guys, I feel like that's what it's going to do for you. So just you know, sometimes it's, you know, on the very, very basic, well, that's not basic, but on the very, well, basic level of life, it can be divorce or, you know, losing a job. But I feel like it's more like it's a revolution for you.